My name is Marina Miller, and I'm thrilled to be here with you tonight. I'd like to introduce you to Veronica and Ludmila and David Rick, who will do a real great sharing information with us tonight on little training and coaching about their experiences and tips and tricks about their trip to Newport Beach, California. And at the end, we can stay longer and answer any questions if you like. But here, take it away, Veronica.
So I was inspired by this guy. He's a pastor in New York City. And so he came to this country probably many years ago. And he was saying that he tried different things. And he actually opened a musical school. And he was sharing his experience, how flyers worked back then, simple flyers. And he's doing it now in New York City for our Travorium business. So he's now a one-star director, and his wife is more. I guess she has so many more people. At this point, they get in every day so many people that she doesn't even have time to work with new people. She just works with the ones that the partners bringing in. Okay, you got into this wonderful company in this Travorium, right? So what do we start with? We start with writing a list of your contacts, right? We all have at least 100, 150 people. And if you look in your cell phone, you have many, many more. So his suggestion to start and approach people you don't know. Don't worry, just work with so-called cold contacts. Because then when you go to your warm contacts, friends and family, then you're already kind of going to be more comfortable. You're going to know what you're talking about. And it's not going to happen like if you go there when you don't know anything yet. So you don't want them to turn you down and say, oh, what else? Now you got something again. What else? So he says, go there when you're already comfortable, when you know, when you maybe even doing presentations. He said, look around all the people you come into contact on a daily basis. You go to stores, you go to everywhere, to church, anywhere you go, restaurants. All these people can turn into warm contacts. So the cold contacts turn into warm. And these people around us everywhere, they're all your potential partners. So then you talk to the person, right? Lots of people say, well, I don't know anybody. Why is that the person would say, I don't know anybody? Basically, you have to change your thoughts, because I don't know anybody means I have the fear inside of me. I don't know anybody means there's a fear, there's some kind of restrictions, some kind of uncertainty. So it is a programming which could be changed. And also, when you talk to somebody and people don't respond or they're kind of hesitant, don't give up on those people. Kind of keep reminding about yourself, maybe once a month, send some little information, go on a world tour. Doesn't have to be a world tour. You don't have to go to Italy to prove something. You can go somewhere, you can get that incentive trip and go, I don't know, 100, 200 miles away from you, maybe a state next to you, some neighboring state. And he was talking about flyers. So back to flyers. He said it worked way back when he got to this country and he was trying different things, and he opened a musical school in New York City. So they printed 300 flyers, and he says, you can do it, or you can hire somebody, give it away. Believe it or not, but the first class, his students, I don't know what he was teaching, maybe guitar, not sure. He said he got it out of those flyers. So people from the streets, they actually read and call. Sometimes they'll call you in a week, sometimes they'll call you in a month. Another way how he does, which is maybe a little bit, I don't know, straightforward or direct. He says, you can put those flyers in people's doors, actually. It's not illegal. I mean, but he says it works. He said, put it in the door, right on the level of the handle. That's very convenient. People come in and they just throw it on the table with all the newspapers and letters and bills. and then they'll open and they'll call you. Sometimes they call you in a week, sometimes they'll call you in a month. Saying you can print 300 of them or 500 or 1,000 of them. So it depends. You can start with 300. And like if it's a A4, then like one quarter of it. Simple, black and white, doesn't have to be anything crazy. He said you can put a little smiley face on it or something. So when you talk to a person, and it's a good way to say, look, could you help me? I joined this incredible project. I think this is really cool, but I'd like to know your opinion. Could I send you through WhatsApp? Could I send you a short little video? It doesn't obligate you to anything. I just want your opinion. Just please help me. Usually people, when they're not obligated to anything, they don't mind to help. And so you can either invite them to a live presentation, but he says for him, it works 25 minutes presentation, simple, or even shorter, 4 or 5 minutes. You can do it yourself. And there's people who can help you to kind of put it together, or you can do it. So then you message this video, and then in about 24 hours, you call them and you ask, so did you have a chance to watch? Some people would say, no, I didn't find time. He says, it's okay. Please, I'm just really need your opinion. Just could you find 20 minutes in the next 24 hours? I'd really appreciate it. And this time people would say, yes, sure. And they will watch. After that, ideal is to jump on a Zoom and connect with your sponsor, the person who invited you, the sponsor. So it's really good when there's so sponsor would be a third party. So now he's gonna believe this third person. I remember myself, how I was approached, and Tatiana, who's the very first ambassador, Russian speaking ambassador here in this country, she was a third party. And I've heard, she says, this is an incredible company. She just said not much, but it just penetrated my brain. It's interesting. Even though the sponsor, Galina, I knew her for a while, again, from online. I knew her from online because of the YouTube. We got to talk about YouTube too. But this third person to hear, it was a simple three-way call, but she said something that kind of, she says, with this, you don't have to sell anything. There is no physical product, nothing to be lost in the mail. So you just travel. Everybody wants to do. This is an incredible company. And I thought, at the time I was in a different company with the physical products. I thought they were so unbelievable. I was so faithful to that company. The rest is history. He was saying that people love when you invite them home. So for home presentations, they come in, they love to, it doesn't have to be long, 20 minutes, but they love to be at somebody's house and you can give them tea and then you can talk after that. So, but Igor and Larissa, Igor, who's already 4-star ambassador, and Larissa just became 3-star ambassador. Igor makes $600 a day, every day, Saturday and Sunday, every day, right? He goes so fast, just growing incredibly fast. They were doing 200 Zooms. The whole career in Travorium is built on Zooms. They were doing, in first month, 200 Zooms a month. So it's about 7-8 Zooms a day. That's why they went so fast. And they think you don't have to go to coffee shop, meet someone at the coffee shop, or invite at home, or they just, that's their approach. Larissa was mentioning this in the training last time. So maybe she's right. Or maybe you'll invite someone home that's going to be a huge leader for you. So you never know. You never know. You can try both. This guy, this pastor, he was saying that his wife, she's always going. She's always on the go. She always meets people in New York. She goes out and she just helps the partners. She constantly doing this. That works for her, but it is tiring. It is tiring, and it could be costly because if you invite somebody, you gotta get coffee for them, right? But again, it's worth it. If I will help, no, highly profitable online business change your finances in 4 to 6 months. I will help and I will train. Like simple like that. You don't have to say travel business or Travorium. You don't have to mention the name. So put somewhere that banner where people see it. He says someone will take it down maybe in a day or two, but 100, 200 people could see that. I'm thinking Boston station somewhere. Crazy. So be creative, right? So he said, make 20 of these and put them at the places where people can see. Make lots of business cards and give them away to everyone. Even Todd says, don't do business cards. You see a person, you start talking, and then you should take the contact of this person. It should be in your hands. You don't just give your card and hope they're gonna call. You take the contact, say, talk about this. If you see a person is excited, take the contact. Do a little a picture with this person and maybe text right there. Oh, it works. Oh, okay, great. So I'll send it to you later. It's incredible. You're gonna love it. And that's it. Don't talk much. So that's Todd's approach, our number one earner in this company, right? Also, he was saying, do a T-shirt in the printing company, like a T-shirt, maybe, I don't know, should you say Travorium? Maybe, but you can say become financially free with this travel business in 6 months and leave your phone number if you're comfortable about that. I also created a QR code. People can come and take your QR code, but make a banner. About the banner on the car, that was interesting what he was saying. I even did a TikTok about that tonight. So the banner, there was a lady who was incredibly depressed because her husband cheated on her with her best friend. So she was so depressed. She was so low. She was gray, like the face was gray. She didn't want to leave. And the doctors actually said, yeah, you don't have much, not much left. But she saw the car, someone's car with the banner, or what is it called on a car? That banner? Travel more for less. I don't know what was there on that specific, but the lady got curious and she called. And so her depression is gone now. She travels the world and she does the business. Can you imagine? That car sign saved somebody's life. The lady was going to die. So with your thoughts, can you imagine how down and how low you can bring yourself? So our thoughts create our reality. What you have around is that equals to what's in here. Imagine that. So, oh yeah, by the way, today, as I said, at the church, I went and I wasn't gonna talk to anybody, but at the end, this lady started talking to me, a lady about 70 years old. She said, what do you do? And I decided I'm gonna say what I do. So I said, I'm in this travel business. So I was supposed to be on a trip to New Orleans this weekend, but I'm here because of my daughter. So they gave us an incentive trip. I said, yeah. So I'm in this company, in this travel club. They do, once you join in 14 days, you can go on an incentive trip. And I opened the cell phone and I showed her, I have my Travorium little icon there. So I clicked on that and I showed her a couple of trips. And she says, oh my God, I just went to Italy a few months ago with my friend. It was so expensive. I'm like, oh, Italy, okay. What in Italy? Florence? Yeah, Florence. I showed it to her. I think it was, what is that? $3.99 or $2.99. She says, how is that possible? How is that possible? You're an angel. You were sent by God to me today because I thought I'm gonna start putting $100 every month because I want to go. I was reading about Italy, 7 novels or 7 books. I was preparing myself. I really wanted to go. So we went with my friend and I want to go again. And so now I'm putting, said, you can put $30 more. In exchange, you're going to get 270 points every month. And every 6 months, you can go on this world tours. You can go anywhere you'd like. And so she was blown away. It was really sweet. She was saying that you can create a mini book 2-3 pages with artificial intelligence. You can make a book in 30 minutes. You can write something, and AI gonna make it more smooth, more professional, more playful, the way you want it. So it's another idea, right? You can do that. So have presence on Facebook, on YouTube, and if you can, that would be great. Even small little videos, shorts, videos on TikTok. Lots of people talking about psychology. They preach there, all kind of people. And there's people in their 60s and their 70s. So age is not an excuse here, right? Once you have 1,000 people, you can go live, put it on a little stand and just talk to people and just talk. Because if you're not present in online space, you're not present. You're not. You got to do something more creative, catch attention. Sometimes he says, sometimes I would say, if you're not married to your job and you're open to something new, let's talk, right? These words are called icebreaker words. So do something different. For example, or if you don't have allergy to money, I can help you. Let's talk. Something like this to kind of knock person out a little bit. Say something different than what they used to, what they hear all the time. I created income in 3-4 months bigger than my main job. I can say that. Or my sponsor did. So you can talk about Galina Smith, right? She's already 2-star director, so you can always use her as an example, and she's always very helpful. You can call her with someone you just met. You can always call her. Call me, call Marina, call anybody. Bloggers who have, I don't know, 50, 100,000 subscribers or even less. You can create small video, 2, 3, 4 minutes video, and ask the blogger so he puts it on his thing and it'll advertise you for a certain period of time. I think the blogger wanted $1,000. He offered he mentioned 500. So that's what he's going to be trying to do. Also, he has this friend. She's a director in Mary Kay. I guess it's a big achievement. She was saying that she takes 10 contacts every hour. That's how she just takes contacts, people's phone numbers. 10 an hour. It's crazy. But he says, how do I do that? Yeah, give a compliment to a person, listen to them, and then they're gonna ask you what you do. Just ask for a person's opinion and ask, can I message you through WhatsApp? I'd really like to hear your opinion, what you think about this. I think it's amazing, but I'd love to hear what you say. I need 10 people's opinion for this project of mine. I'd love if you do that. It doesn't obligate you to anything. So, and the best is to take person's phone number and send that video. Send your own video. I don't really like those generic videos. Those, I don't know. I like little YouTube videos. You can make your own. It's great if you went on a short trip, even something not too far, or use other people. Use that. For example, I just traveled. I went to see my mom, my mother, my sister's family. They escaped the war in Ukraine, so they live in Bulgaria now. So I went there in August, and we stayed there. It was a beautiful little hotel, and then we stayed in Austria, in Vienna. I got the hotel from our Plum Benefits, and I was comparing with Expedia. It was more expensive, and on Plum Benefits, I found it with a breakfast included, and it was phenomenal, absolutely amazing, a buffet, gorgeous. So I think I'm taking too much time here, right, guys? So what do you think?
Yeah, thank you so much, Veronica, for sharing that experience of the coaching that you have listened recently. This is a great opportunity for us to jot some notes and take time to write it down, because once you write down, you can always go back to it. Hopefully, this recording will be very helpful for you, because there are some tips you never think about it, right? I was convinced that business cards are no use to you. However, when you are an taxi like an Uber, you don't have a lot of chance to exchange names and phone numbers because they're driving. You can't, write their phone number very well. So having those business cards handy for those kind of one-off situations will be very good. You can also create an amazing card that will just have a face similar to what Matt Gambina does, Big Travel Secret on one side, and then back of that card would be your QR code where you just randomly leave them around and QR code will take you to that customer once they scan it and let's say enter their name and phone number. So I did like that example with Mary Kay lady when she reached out to a random person and would say something like, hey, I'm starting a new business and I really need your input. I have found I have found 3 people, but I need to have total of 5 to provide feedback on my business, right? So can you be my 3rd or 4th person? It's not going to obligate you to anything. Just let me send you a short video to WhatsApp number. Do you mind sharing your WhatsApp number with me? Whether it's WhatsApp or Viber, people are reluctant to share their direct phone numbers. Sometimes I can give you your email, so collect those as well. You can send a bunch of information to email. So those tips are also good to keep in mind when you're trying to expand your business side.
The things you said were excellent, and it's just a matter of tomorrow getting to the printer, get that shirt made out, get that sign made out, stand at South Station in Boston and hand out flyers.
I'll go with you. Heidi, come on, let's go.
We don't get arrested.
So when you work on business cards and flyers, it is important to know not to list Travorium on it. You can say independent partner of this company, but even better, not even mention that. Don't open up all your cards. Don't share that information with the whole world. Keep it more intriguing and interesting. Don't share the name of the company unless they ask for it, unless they come back to you for it. So just my tip.
Yeah, we can, in the chat, we can put some ideas for business cards, each of us, and we can choose the best one. Marina, what do you think? Let's do it.
We would be open to have a team design similar to each other, and we can probably vote on the best design and come up with one
that'd be cool.
That works for everyone. You just enter your personal information on, but I have read a couple of books, and the back of the card could say some different tips on, are you open for an extra income? Would it benefit for you if you had flexible schedule? Few comments like this will attract somebody's attention. And if we come up with a beautiful design, we can share among all of us and create something that suits everyone. What do you think? Anything else about on prospecting customers, cold and warm contacts and market?
I feel like just be excited, be passionate. People find like me right now, I'm talking and my face is burning. Like, be excited. People feel it.
People feel it, your excitement. Believe in a product, believe in yourself, believe in a company.
And even if you didn't travel yet, you haven't traveled yet,
just share the stories of others. Exactly.
Yes.
You haven't traveled, and I know you're reluctant to share that experience of your own, but share the stories you've heard. You've been with a company for a while, and you have heard the stories about trips and Dream Life. Facebook page is an amazing opportunity for you to actually check regularly to see what trips are out there. Go to your back office, look at the amazing deals we have given to us by World Tour platform, where you can find great deals to Europe this upcoming March spring break, where you can find great deals to all-inclusive. And don't be shy to do a screenshot and share to someone, hey, would you be interested to learn more about it? Like, or get information how you can go there for $200 all-inclusive, or go to Spain for $49. Because if they, find their 3 their points are completely covered by the company, the cost is. So it's just a matter of helping them to get there.